We've had dozens of new Rangers being tested in extreme conditions on 5 continents. With different drivers and driving styles, we drive them hard on dirt roads, through rivers, through deep mud, the desert, through ice, snow and hills so steep you can barely walk up them. There's a century of Ford's truck building experience going into this, and we test Rangers' capabilities in regular and extreme conditions. We hammer them for months on end to refine and tune every aspect of the vehicle's powertrain, suspension, braking, interior and 100 other criteria. The suspension makes the vehicle very controlled and comfortable to drive, even on the roughest track. So the vehicle tracks straight, without the driver having to make constant corrections to the steering. It allows the wheels to maintain contact with the ground, which means traction is maintained. Vital components are well protected by the chassis structure or tough shields. Australia is brutal on any truck suspension, even on sealed roads. But it's a working vehicle, and this is your main tool of trade. So it has to be the most capable truck that money can buy. In Dubai, it regularly gets to 50 degrees or more in the sun, so the air conditioning has to transform the cabin fast. The driver and truck are a team, and in the heat, the engines have to handle city traffic jams in busy marketplaces or high-speed driving on the freeway, yet maintain a comfortable cabin temperature in these grueling conditions. And in places like this, a working vehicle has to have the pulling power to get up and over sand dunes with a load. The body control over undulating roads is something we're really happy about. It's the opposite in Thailand when we tested during the rainy season. New Ranger handles monsoon-type weather like an amphibian, especially on wet, potholed roads in rural areas. But in Thailand, a truck also has to respond perfectly in high-density traffic, high temperatures and humidity, and perform equally well for the working driver and his family. There it's a working vehicle as much as a family or transport vehicle, and Ranger is very capable in both roles. We tested some new Rangers at Pikes Peak just outside of Denver in the USA, loading them up with over 3,000 kilograms to tow on hilly, winding roads. It climbs over 4,000 meters and back down again. A real test of torque, power and stability under load. The trailer sway control is great when you're sideswiped by a powerful gust of wind, and the traction going downhill under heavy load is very reassuring. Other smart Ranger technologies like adaptive load control and rollover mitigation provide additional safety and control when the Ranger is hauling heavy loads. Winter at the Arctic Circle is very unforgiving on a truck and its driver. Here we're testing for normal performance in abnormal conditions, 30 below zero and deep snow or glassy ice. The split gradient test is very tough. I can't think of another truck that could pass this one. 2 gradients, one at 15% and the other at 25%, with a split friction surface to test the traction control. Even if you never go near the snow, the fact that it can do this tells you a lot about how well it will perform in the dry. New Ranger has been tested right around the world in the toughest conditions imaginable. A Ranger driver may never put it through all of this, but it's reassuring to know its amazing capabilities. And for people who work hard for a living, Ranger is the hardest worker on your team.